Okay, so the next question: change is hard, Emma, and we know that we've been accused in certain elements of the industry of harboring dinosaurs. So what can we do to address both of those issues?
Well, I think first of all, the harbouring of the dinosaurs is interesting, isn't it? Let's be nice to the dinosaurs because we can understand that change of the kind of scale that we're talking about and the disruptive nature that we're talking about is not going to be easy for people who have been in the industry for, in lots of cases, decades, and have seen it, evolve in a way that it has elements of it that's still not evolved, I guess. So modern car technology, very, fast paced and fast moving, but the culture itself seems to be very stagnant and very still and very slow moving, which I've been really shocked about since I've got to know a bit about the industry. So yeah, let's be sensitive to the people that are struggling with some of this stuff. But I think one of the things that has been really interesting for me is that there's been a real barrier that's come up in many different ways that all centers around, well, it's too hard to change, it's too.
You're absolutely right, and I think there are elements of the industry that are actually fearful of change. And you mentioned that technology has moved on at a pace, and our behaviors and beliefs have sort of stayed where they are. And a lot of change is being driven by the changing expectations of customers. And what the pandemic has thrown up is that mental health issues were always there under the surface. And more and more people are now hopefully happier about talking about their anxieties and their issues and their concerns. And what we as an industry and the leaders in this industry need to do is be prepared to support them and help them. And it could
Absolutely.
be that some of those dinosaurs are the ones with the biggest issues, and it's just they've kept a lid on it for so long.
Yeah, I think that's really quite possible. And I completely agree with you. It is difficult to, to kind of be accepting of the fact that things need to change and to feel hopeful or positive or energized or enthusiastic about it when it feels like such a big tide to turn and such a big mountain to move. But just because change is hard doesn't mean it shouldn't be done, and just because it's been like this for a long time or that's just the way we do things, we all know that that's not an ideal mentality to have. And you look at some of the big movements in the world, like race issues, sort of sexuality issues, and even the change of the roles of women and men from the 1950s, for example. We could have said actually it's too big to change, or having women get the vote, that kind of stuff. It's too big to change, it's too set in stone, it's too just the way we do things. That's not an excuse to not try and change things. And yes, it may take a while, but if you're really committed to it and everybody's on board, then it will move a lot faster than if we try to resist it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, the old phrase, isn't it? What you resist persists, and we ain't giving up.
Absolutely right. We're definitely not giving up.
No,
So
100%.
like this.
100%. Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Em.